Welcome to Real Life with Jenny. My name is Jenny Sanaparatna. Grab your favorite drink, get yourself a snack, and we will get started. Today I have orange spice tea. It's actually decaf. I know, it's not black tea. How weird for me. But that's okay. And I'm also going with the orange theme. And I have those little crackers that are orange that are filled with peanut butter. They're actually pretty good, but I don't have it very often. So let's get real. Now, I talked a little bit about my sticker chart a couple episodes back, maybe like long episodes back. I'm not even sure anymore. Like, who knows? Maybe I haven't even talked about them. I don't know. But I bought stickers for my sticker chart and had a whole goal of like what I wanted to do with my sticker charts. And I needed to not drink enough water for the day. That for my, like, you drink an ounce for every pound you are, or something like that, or half an ounce. I don't know. Something crazy like that. It doesn't really matter. I need to drink enough water. I need to exercise a certain amount because I have a little watch that I wear and I have to do my steps for the day. And the third thing was not eat after 7 p.m., which sounds really dumb to some of you, but that is when I did all of my eating. I've been doing this since November. And actually, last night, I ate a really small dinner and it was around 9 o'clock and I ate a bowl of cereal and I was like, what kind of wildness is this? Because since November, I have not been eating after dinner. Like there's been, which is sounds really bizarre. I'm not losing a ton of weight, but I'm feeling better, and that's really what it's about. Like I lost a bunch and now I'm just plateauing, and actually had someone say, I don't see that you've lost weight, which was really comforting, but that's okay. Just gonna go with it. It's fine. I feel a lot better. So I have this whole sticker chart thing going on. And I finished my first one. And for that first one, I think I got like a bunch of stickers, which I will show you or I will tell you about in a minute. And the second one, I'm supposed to be able to go throw axes. When I finished that one, and then I hurt my shoulder. And I went in and they're like, yeah, you don't go throw axes with that shoulder. Like, come on now. And I was like, ah! So I still have not done anything for that sticker chart, which is kind of then taken the third sticker chart a long time to finish because I have nothing that I want to do for this sticker chart. And so I think I'm kind of have an idea, but I'm not quite sure. I was like, should I go to Disneyland? Like, I don't know. Like, I have no clue. I'm not going to Disneyland for a sticker chart, by the way. Just not happening. But I did on my third one, I added no sodas. So I drink about one soda a week is where I kind of land. I love an iced cherry Coke. Like, they are one of my faves, but they're a treat. And so normally when we travel on the weekends, I end up getting a Coke because we are driving and I am exhausted and it kind of keeps me going. And so now I can't get a sticker if I've done that. So I actually went and did something crazy then because this is who I am. I went out and I got myself a sticker book for the stickers that we collected when we were, okay, if you're not my age, I'm super sorry. But the scratch and sniff stickers from the 80s, I think, maybe early 90s, you know, those really cute scratch and sniff stickers that smelled like a strawberry or a blueberry or a watermelon. There was one that smelled like a grass because it was like a lawnmower, one that smelled like a stinky shoe, like all these things. And I have been going on to Amazon, which I don't normally tell you where I go, and buying these little things of stickers. Now, I've only bought like 7, and I've all bought them on clearance, but they have brought me such joy. Like, it has been so fun because it just like reminds me of my childhood. And I actually put it up on my Facebook page, and someone that I rode the bus with in kindergarten, we are friends on Facebook, and she was like, we used to trade on the bus. I'm like, we used to trade on the bus. It has just been such a small thing, this little sticker chart and this little sticker book that I got for like $4. has this brought me such joy. In fact, we brought my dog. Okay, this is going to sound really weird. We brought my dog in for surgery the last few weeks, and I have to be honest with you, I didn't think he was going to make it. Like, I know that sounds really bad, but he's 9 years old and he's a little slower than he used to be. A lot slower than he used to be, and he needed to get his teeth done, and then he had a bunch of things he needed removed, and I just was kind of hysterical. I realized that maybe it was a little crazy, that I should have been not that hysterical, but I was hysterical. And my husband drops off the dog. Like, that's what he does. He's so good at that, because that's not my thing. There's a lot of things that aren't my thing, and my poor husband has to do. But he dropped off the dog, and he was like, why don't you come with me to pick him up? And I was like, yep, I'll be there. Like, I will be there when all things are good. Like, I'm not dropping him off. I'm not the bad guy. So I go, and we're there, and we're paying the bill, like, that you just kind of want to, like, you're a little sick to your stomach. Like, when they tell you the amount that you owe them, and you're like, okay, the dog is worth it. We love him. Like, this is totally worth it. Our money is flowing out of our hands this month like you would not believe. And I'm like, Lord, where are you? We need a miracle, Lord. And honestly, that's just where we are. Like, Lord, we need a miracle. Anyway, so we're standing there, and this lady's like cutting things out. And I was like, oh, what's she doing? Like, this is interesting. And she puts them in this little bucket in front of her. And I was like, oh, what are you, she's like, oh, these are stickers for the kids. And I was like, oh, okay, that's really nice. And she was like, if you want one, you can have one. I'm like, yep, I'll have one. Like, I will totally go in and take a sticker from the little kids. Like, absolutely, 100%. And so I went in, and I got I was like, they had tons of them because they were little animals, of course. And so I was like, I so want one of these stickers. Like, this is super fun. So I found one that was a squirrel. The cutest little squirrel, like, just kind of holding some of his little treasures. And I was like, I'm taking this squirrel and I'm going to put him in my sticker book. And so I just took that brief little moment that then they came out and they're like, here's your dog. He is drugged. Like, he's got a ton of stitches all over him. They scraped off a bunch of, they probably didn't scrape out, they shaved off a bunch of skin. So now he's a patch quilt. Like, he just looks, good things dogs do not have shame, because he's got the cone of shame. He's got stitches all over his, a lot of teeth are lost. Like, he's pretty close to toothless. Like, it is really sad, this poor little guy. And we brush his teeth I do not. My husband brushes his teeth every single day, and this poor dog cannot keep teeth to save his life. I feel so bad for him. Anyway, in the midst of them, like, giving you your medication and saying, okay, you need to do this and you need to do this, and, this is what we did, and, just on and on and on through this whole list, I am holding this little sticker going, I got a sticker. Now, this sounds so ridiculous. But I was, praying about what I should talk about on this podcast this morning, because you know what? Life is crazy. Like, there are so many things going on that I'm like, okay, I don't really want it to be depressing. Like, I don't really want to talk about my car. We're not even going to go down that path. Lord, we need provision for our car. Anyway, I'll do that another time. But I was like, what should I talk about? And God was like, talk about stickers. And I'm like, stickers? Like, no one's going to care about stickers but me. I just down, like, for a second, like, when I was in elementary school, I think it was kindergarten, first grade, that this was like the big trend to do, trade stickers. And there was a certain sticker. It was a candy cane sticker. And I found it once online, and I was like, I cannot pay that price for it. But it was a candy cane sticker, and I wanted that sticker so bad. And I remember who had that sticker. And his name was Luke, and he would not trade me for the sticker. I don't know if he didn't like me. I think he gave it to the other girl because he had a crush on the other girl, and I didn't get it. I should probably have asked the girl, now that I think, but that was 40 years ago, Jenny. Like, you can't really go back and put some logic into your, kindergarten brain. Oh, the regrets of kindergarten. Anyway, I remember the joy when you got the sticker that you wanted and someone was like, yes, I will trade with you. And I started out with hardly any stickers because my mom was like, I'm not buying you stickers. We don't have money for that. Like, that was kind of my life, and that was probably your life too. And a girlfriend, I think probably the one I rode the bus with, gave me a couple stickers to trade. She was like, I don't like these. You could trade them with the boys. The boys will give you fun ones for like the stinky shoe and stuff. They like that. And so she gave me a couple of those. And it was just such a joy. It was just something that was fun and enjoyable and carefree. And we have lost that as an adult. Like, we have lost the simplicity things of joy. And I just wanted to come on, as I told you, I was praying about it, and God's like, talk about the joy of stickers. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm back to that. I'm back to like, I've got a sticker book, and I'm trying to fill it up with things that are joyful to me and not like buy a ton of stickers, but like you go somewhere and you get this little sticker and reminds you of that there's still joy in life, even when there's a tragedy going on, because I don't know if you remember, but I am loving my bird feeder, and partially because the little squirrel comes on and he is a hoot and he has no balance. I do not know. I've never seen a squirrel with so little balance in my life. This poor squirrel cannot figure out how to use the bird feeder, but he'll figure it out eventually. It's just taken him a long time. Poor little guy. But this, in the middle of that whole like chaos and the stress of like what's going to happen with the dog and all those pieces, God was like, here's a sticker. And so sometimes we have to look for those things. Sometimes we have to look for the small things that bring us joy. And I just encourage you this week as you go through your week and things maybe aren't panning out and you're heading back to school if you're a teacher or a student, or your kids are heading back to school, all those like transition pieces. I encourage you to look for those stickers. Look for those little gems of joy. Maybe it's your morning coffee that you get to drink when it's hot. Maybe you're not at that point. Maybe you're not at the point that you get hot coffee yet, but you will. You'll get there. I promise. All of a sudden, like never drank coffee, but I am all of a sudden finding myself like with hours of time because she's busy and I am not. That's the truth. And I am not. But I'm finding those joy. Like the time that I sat here and I was like, oh, I'm so lonely. I wish someone was here. I don't know why I was feeling like that because I really love to be alone. But I was just feeling really sad that my daughter wasn't here. And I drank my cup of tea that day and I went, oh, do you remember the days when I couldn't drink this hot? Because by the time I got to it, I'd like pour it. And by the time I got to it, I'd have to reheat it. Like those moments. And all of a sudden now, my tea is hot. Just that joy, just that simple reminder that there's always something to be grateful for. There's always something to be grateful for. And so I encourage you to find what brings you joy that you can be thankful for in the midst of the chaos that you're walking through right now. That's my encouragement. And that's all I have for you. I know that seems really simple because you're like, Jenny, you talked about stickers the whole time. And you know what? I did. And I'm looking for my new sticker as we're kind of walking through this, like about to drop our daughter off at college. Not going to cry, Jenny, not going to cry. And, her growing, look, I'm like, okay, Jen, now I'm about to cry. I'm looking for those joyful things. I'm going to go drop her off and I'm going to find a sticker that day and I'm going to put it in my sticker book and remember that I'm thankful for all the years that she was home all the time. And I'm going to be grateful for those moments and I'm going to find joy in this new season. I am going to find joy in this new season, and so will you. Well, you can find me at Real Life with Jenny on Instagram and on Facebook. You can also support this ministry, or this podcast, really, by going to Buy Me a Coffee at buymeacoffee.com/Real Life with Jenny. I will get this right someday, guys. I will figure it out. I don't know. You can also go to christconnection.cc/Jenny. All of my info is there. Well, this week, I just pray that the Lord brings you stickers, that he brings you things to bring joy, the small little things that bring you joy, that bring you just kind of a gratitude for the Lord, for what he's doing in the midst of your chaos, that he is still faithful and he loves you. You all have a great week.